Consent is such an important thing for kids and teens to understand, particularly after they've experienced sexual trauma. What we really want them to know first is that consent is giving permission for something, and that would include sexual activity, but it includes many other things: consent for hugs, permission for asking personal questions. When it comes to consent for sexual activity, children cannot consent to that. The age of consent in Canada is 16. There are some variations, close in age exceptions for teenagers, but bottom line is that a child is not able to actually give consent for sexual activity.
In a situation where drugs or alcohol are involved, consent cannot be given. It's also important to know that if you have any cognitive struggles or challenges, diagnoses, consent also becomes a little bit more difficult. So in situations where somebody is perceived as more vulnerable or at risk, they're unable to give consent in certain situations. In situations where there's no balance in power, you also don't have the ability to give consent. So that might look like a teacher asking a student for personal information, a personal photo. Students do not have the ability to give consent in those scenarios.